take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You're here with Mick and Joff, and we are doing our Gameweek 19 FPL preview. But before we jump into Gameweek 19, Joff, let's have a look how you went in blank Gameweek 18, Joff. How'd you do, bud?
Yeah, no, very happy. As you can see on the screen, 72 points. Nice green arrow, up to 811th in the world. So,
wow.
Yeah, highest rank of the season. Very happy about that. But yeah, Jimenez as captain did the business. But old Sonny boy there with the red card, disappointed. But what about yourself, man? How'd you go?
Yeah, some heady heights there, mate. Top 1K job. Well done, mate.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I had an average game week in the end. I captained Rash Fraud, as I'm calling him, because he went and blanked for me. I don't know why I brought him in, but he's in there now. He's not going anywhere. So a bit of a captain blank there. Also got Sonny's red card. 45 points. I got a small red arrow down to 33K. So no big deals, mate, but not very good. Still happy to be where we are around Christmas time, mate. So
Yeah,
very
definitely.
good. So let's jump right into a new little segment called Form Focus, where we're going to be looking at basically the form players, Joff. And the number one man on everyone's lips, Joff. Talk about the businessman, please.
The businessman in Danny Ings. I brought this guy in, I don't know, it was about 7 odd game weeks ago, and he's got 7 in 7. So I think I've basically got him for all of those goals that he's in this run anyway. And he's just doing the businessman. That's why we call him the businessman.
I'm still scratching my head about Danny Ings. I cannot bring him in. I just can't do it. But I can't believe what he's doing.
Man,
it's insane.
He should have had a hat-trick as well. Like, he was unlucky to not get a hat-trick in this game. But yeah, getting a double. Honestly, I was looking at Rashford myself, but I just couldn't do it with Ings against Villa. And I think I've got to keep him now for a fair few weeks now. But yeah, who else are we looking at in Form Focus, Mick?
Great signing, mate. I've got Jack Grealish. I've been tooting the Jack Grealish horn. I brought him in my own team this week, so I was happy with that absolute stunner, even though it didn't matter in the course of the actual game. But this guy, he's literally holding up any hope that Villa have of staying in the league, I believe. And he's doing the business. I mean, the guy's created 12 chances in the last 4 game weeks, which is up there. You know, he's just behind De Bruyne on that stat alone in the last 4 game weeks out of any midfielder. Yeah. So that's huge. He's had 9 attempts. Which is, it's meddling. It's about 10th in of the midfielders in the last 4 game weeks. So that's pretty good. And if you look at his actual points, he's been delivering the points, mate. He's, the guy's scored, 3 goals in the last 5 games. Yeah, so
he's been in good form.
I like it. I like their fixtures too. So have a look at him. He's cheap too, 6.2 million. He can fit in anyone's team, really. He's a 4th mid. He's a no-brainer. So I think it's hard to go past him in that price bracket, definitely. All right, mate. Well, let's move on to our top transfers for the week. And I just spoke about him, Jack Grealish. I mean, I'm not going to talk about him anymore. But if you haven't got Jack Grealish, just think about bringing him in. He's a 4th mid. He enables so much. He enabled me to get Rashford, basically. So that, 6.2 million, and he's delivering the points, mate. Who else do you have for top transfers in, John?
Well, it's up to 6.3 now. But I've got just basically Liverpool assets. Obviously, blank game week in game week 18. So we're going to be looking to bring him back in if you've taken him out. Like, I'm definitely bringing in Salah for Son this week. And yeah, obviously Mane as well. And potentially TAA. I mean, TAA is someone that cheeky assist that he got in that Club World Cup as well just shows he's just getting ridiculous points. So just basically awareness for Liverpool assets. Time to bring him back.
Yep, not very good, mate. All right, let's move on to It's Time to Go. I'm going to kick this one off, Joffy boy. It's time to go. Heung-min Son, very obvious one here. He went and got a red card. It was a VAR red card for violent conduct. So Sonny boy kicked out, and he's got 3 games to think about what he's done. Silly boy. He misses all Christmas. Unless he gets Christmas, maybe he'll go back to Korea for Christmas. Good on him. So the Korean barbecue. He's out of my team. He's going to be out of your team very soon too, Job. Who else do you have for It's Time to Go?
So I feel like after seeing Aguero come off the bench for City, I think it's time to go Jesus. I mean, he's had a decent run. He's got some goals and got some points for FPL owners. But all of a sudden, Aguero back on the radar. We know that Pep loves Aguero, and obviously that he favors him. So Jesus owners, unfortunately, I think it might be time. Yeah, if not, maybe give him one more week. But I think it's very, very close to letting him go.
No, good shout there, Joff. All right, mate, let's move on to our punts of the week, Joff. You've got a tasty one here for us, Joff. I like it. Kick us off. Who you got?
I love this. I'm actually thinking about it for my team, but not yet. I'm like, come on, man. You're having a good season. Don't be doing some crazy shit like this. Paul Pogba. I just think that Paul Pogba could be a dynamic player. Like, I just seen him in that last half an hour against Watford, and he's doing these long balls and just looking the bit, bit plus. I love the guy, and he could be back on pens. Obviously, he's probably sharing him with Rashford, but yeah, I like Pogba this week, Mick. But what about yourself? Who you on?
Yeah, no, I like Pogba too. Hopefully he can actually help Rashford do
He will.
something, which would be nice.
He will.
After his blank, I'm a little bit salty. Mine is going to be one of my boys, one of my blue boys, who I could not believe the stellar game that he had against Spurs. I'm still in shock about that game. But I'm going for Mr. Will and that's right. Willian, I'm not a big advocate of his because when it comes to fantasy-wise, he doesn't usually deliver so much. But 7.0, the guy had a great game. He created 5 chances, had plenty. He only had 2 shots, which actually both went in. But, I mean, if you look at his stats over the last 4 game weeks, he's up there. He's created 11 chances in the last 4. He's, he's had 10 shots in the last 4. So, his stats are good. And hopefully this form lingers on now because obviously Chelsea have been in bad form, but Southampton at home. It's a nice fixture coming up next. So I think Willian, he's my guy for the week punty time. All right, mate, let's move on to our captain choices. Who do you have as your 2 captain choices for this weekend?
I mean, you just can't go past Vardy, can you? I mean, we all thought about him last week, and he probably got the most points besides Danny Ings of someone you were considering, and I was not considering Danny Ings. So Vardy, for me, he seems to be getting the points against everyone, not blanking in so many weeks. But I feel like Vardy, or even for those that own Kane, you got to look at Kane this week. Brighton at home, it could be a really good option, man. What about yourself, man?
I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna pick out 2 forwards as well. I'm gonna stick with Rashford because he's not leaving my team. And I mean, as much as he didn't do anything in that Watford game, he still had some chances, and he's still in this vein of form. So I'm definitely he's got the fixtures too to back it up. So I mean, Newcastle at home, he should get some points there. I'm gonna say my second choice would be Tammy Abraham. He's another good shout. Especially because he did have that goal ruled offside against the Spurs, which was, it was offside, fair enough. But he looked good in that game. He got substituted early too, so he's number 1 forward for Chelsea. So if Chelsea are going to do anything, it all stems from Mr. Tammy Abraham, Joffy boy.
Fair enough.
And that's it, mate. That's about it from us, isn't it? So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this video, hit that like, give us a subscribe. And we'll see you guys real soon.
Yeah, and just real quick as well, just about the FPL tutorials. They're still rolling out. We've got a recent one up about holding a transfer, which Mick's so good at. So it's such a... I learned a lot from Mick's wisdom with holding a transfer. So check out that video. It'll be in the in the description and all that kind of thing after the video. So yeah.
Excellent, guys. Thank you very much. As we say at FPL, take the hit. Always remember to stay positive.
Keep chasing them green arrows, guys.
Thanks, guys. Ciao. Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit, take the hit, take the hit.